Hello and welcome. So you wanna earn 1 million silver lions per hour? No problem. Go to the bank, swipe out your credit card and buy it. There is no way to earn 1 million not golden eagles, but silver lions per hour. What you can do is farm PvE simulator battles for the helicopters. The main thing that will influence on the earnings per hour is your premium account if you have it, and it's also the boosters that you can activate. The best idea is to use a battle wager, achieve victory in battle. There are two important things to know. To use this and you play 10 battles. You can skip it as many of other YouTubers suggest. Just skip it. If you skip it, you will earn only a little bit less than 200,000 silver lions. But if you don't skip it, you will earn more. When you do the stake, choose the wager of 10,000 silver lions to bring you the most profit. And you choose the PvE helicopter battles. This can be done with any helicopter, but helicopters that are premium and or that have talisman will bring you more experience and research. The important thing is to choose your option. For my part, for this case, I always choose long-range missiles that have effective range of 10 kilometers, and I choose between bombs and rockets, small rockets, because they are good for enemy convoys, and bombs, they are good for enemy base. When you start the match, there will be a few minutes before the first enemy spawn, but you will see the enemy bases on the map. Important thing to know is that enemy bases are guarded by enemy anti-air rockets, which will hit you around 8 kilometers range. When you approach these bases, you need to fly either really low and use the terrain to hide, or strike them from 8 kilometers or further away. The first thing and most important is to take out the anti-air. These are modded for this situation and they will fire like a crazy maniacs on you until you get destroyed or they got destroyed. You can use smaller rockets on enemy bases, but that is not really effective option. The option for bases is best to use the bombs. Again, depending on your vehicle, you will have different strategies. In these battles, you have few targets. Those are enemy base, enemy convoy, landing pads, and enemy aircraft. Enemy aircraft, when you hunt them, they will spawn on the farther side of the map, so opposite to your landing fields, and often they will crash into the mountains, or they will crash into the ground, or just go away. So they are good to hunt if you have weapons, but not the best idea. Best idea is to hunt enemy convoys that are protected by Gepard anti-air, so it's basically gunnery anti-air, so they don't have any rockets. As you see here, the enemy aircraft they won't shoot at you, but they will slam the mountain. This situation, this is example of bad engagement of the convoy, but we still try to take anti-air first because they can shut us down and they fire like crazy, yes. Using long-range missiles on these types of convoys, it's not the smartest idea, because if you are closer than half a kilometer, they probably won't hit the target. You have different types of convoys in these areas and enemy battle groups, like convoys that are made from tanks, like Bradleys, like Abrams. and some rocket launchers with some people manning it. So basically you need to choose how to engage each combat, but it's most important that you destroy anti-air first. Each spawn on this type of map, no matter if you have different loadouts, will cost you 5,400 silver lions. And your aim is to get the highest score in the game by destroying the enemy by any means. If you get rather ping, it means that it is ground troops, so they will probably use anti-air in some range of 2 kilometers from them. Anything further away, you are safe, like a white bear. Since many of other YouTubers advise you to farm it AFK, so basically to start the mission, get destroyed and go to lobby and repeat few times, it's important to mention that you will actually pay the cost for the vehicle, so deduct 54,000 and those 10,000 at the beginning for the wager, and you will earn 250 minus 64,000. That would be your earnings for the entire endeavor. But this game mode can last from half an hour to hour and a half, maybe longer, depending on how many players stay in the game. It's good to know that even if you are a lost player in the game, you can leave the game, leave the match even without achieving the victory, but you will still win. Because in this game mode you cannot use. In this game mode you cannot lose. Usually it's not necessary to repair your vehicle, because it takes time to go to your base, to your airfield, and go back into the fight. Your airfields will move, so you will get additional airfields as the game progresses, but enemy anti-air is not a joke. They can just shoot you down easily, no matter what type it is, if you're not careful. Before any spawn you will see your progress in the means of silver lions, and you will basically know are you in plus or minus. If you don't want to spend the time in this game mode, you can easily just use one vehicle until destroyed and dedicate around 5 to 10 minutes per game to destroy a few enemy targets and earn those 5,000 silver lions, so you don't pay additional cost. This game mode is quite good for researching helicopter parts and making progression into the helicopter tree, because you don't have any disadvantage. I think we already mentioned this, but we will mention it again. To capture enemy landing pads or airfields, as they called, you need to land your vehicle exactly on the marking, and it is applied that no collision for this part, so you can do it with a friend to make it faster, because it's so small of a zone. And the stage 1 is complete. Now you can go and do the stage 2, 3 to 10 to get all your earnings from it. Let's say that without premium account, without any boosters, without anything, you can usually earn 120 to 150,000 silver lions on average, of course depending on your overall performance, and yes, that is some amount that I've achieved in 1 hour. This is not the quickest way. Well, there is no quicker way at the moment to earn yourself some silver lions, but if you have half an hour to spare per game, you will be earning multiple hundreds of thousands silver lions and research points for your choppers per game, even though if you have a premium account that will multiply, if you use boosters that will multiply. So this is the real way of doing uh, this type of game mode, and unless you are really good with tanks or airplanes or choppers on the high tier so-called end game of War Thunder, that is the better way to earn uh, silver lions, but this way doesn't require any special type of skill or any special type of vehicle. As we said, it can be done with any helicopter, any nation, but it's important to know that premium vehicles or vehicles with talisman will give you more per game. Thank you for watching. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. Subscribe, and we will see each other in the next video.